Hello you guys, it's Lauren. Welcome back to my channel for the love of. If you are joining me for the first time, I want to say welcome and thank you for taking the time to click on this Empties video. If you're a returning viewer or subscriber, welcome on back. So you guys, today's going to be a little bit of a longer video. It's going to be twofold, two different parts. I am finally getting around to doing my empties. I have a lot of empties from the holiday season, candles, wax melts, things like that. And I have also started going through some of my spring preview products as well. So instead of doing two separate videos, we're going to put it all in one. I'm going to start off and actually kick the video off with spring preview because I know that's what a lot of you guys are interested in. I don't obviously have as much spring stuff as I do of holiday because I haven't worked through all of it. But if you guys are interested in just spring preview products, stay tuned. That's what I'm going to be going over first. Then I will do the final portion of the video with holiday stuff. So if you're still interested in that, stick around for a little bit later in the video. But I got a lot of stuff we got to move through. So let's jump right into today's video. All right, you guys, jumping into spring. And just a side note, when I'm saying spring preview, these aren't all new spring fragrances. Some of these are just ones that have been around for a while that I'm deeming / using for the upcoming spring season. So I don't want anyone saying or giving, thumbs down that this is not all new spring stuff. This is stuff I'm using this spring season, and some of them happen to be new spring scents. So let's jump into that. I will start off for the spring portion of new spring fragrances. So I have Yankee Candles Summer Daydream Melt Cup. I think this would have been more fitting to call it Spring Daydream. I feel a lot of people are going to see Summer Daydream and they're just going to turn away. They're going to think, I'm not quite ready for summer scents yet. I don't know why Yankee would call this Summer Daydream. I think Spring Daydream or Springtime Dream would be a little more fitting, but I'm glad I picked it up and smelled it. I'm not a huge summer scent person, so I actually almost didn't smell this one just because I go, it's gonna be like coconutty or super sweetsy, but it's actually really pretty. It's a beautiful kind of floral blend. I don't have the notes on hand, and Yankee does not have the full-size versions of these available. They only had the melt cups, the little mini baby jars, and the wall plugs. But I am absolutely waiting for this to come out in candle form because I want to try a large jar of this. Keep my fingers crossed that it throws. But if you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I posted about this. Pretty scent, delicate perfumey floral scent. If you like sweet nothings, if you like holiday lights, those type of scents, you might like Summer Daydream. I will say this melt cup, I really only got one good use out of it. You get up to 25 hours of fragrance time out of each melt cup. I left it on all day and actually all night by accident, turned it off, and then the following evening I went to turn it back on and the scent was pretty much gone from it. So not the strongest fragrance. You might want to use this in like a bedroom or something. It just wasn't strong enough in the secondary melts / burns, for a larger room, but really pretty nonetheless. I would absolutely get this one again. All right, moving right along. I love this one so much. I am so glad I tried this one. So we have a strawberry pound cake. I do have a full-on review up of strawberry pound cake. Nice, clean burn. I love seeing, I love when Bath & Body Works candles burn super, super clean like that all the way down. I feel like they've been doing that more and more. I really haven't had too many issues lately with them not. But strawberry pound cake, if you're interested, I do have a full review up of this. I will be getting more strawberry pound cakes this season. I really like the scent. I also have one more of these unburned. I am 100% getting a full-size version of this. So Yankee Candle, this is their Elevations line, which are the ones with the little square lids that you can use as a cute little stand. Clean burn, clean soot-free burn on the Elevation candles. I love these candles. So the sea salt and lavender, I did do a little mini review of spring preview of these fragrances when I first got them, but I've since burned down on it, and I have another one that I'm about to start using. Really beautiful lavender scent, Just this little jar, it was quite strong. If you're interested in a more in-depth review, I do have one up on my channel. I think it's maybe 2 or 3 videos back, but I will absolutely be getting another one of the sea salt and lavenders. The Elevations line, I should have grabbed one of my backup ones. They have the little mini version that I just showed you. They also have a medium version about this big and then a larger 2-wick version. Just a side note, I always just stick with the mediums. I find that the 2-wick larges, just because it's this oddly shaped square vessel, they don't pool out completely. I find that the mediums, with them being 3 wicks, they tend to pool out a little more evenly and throw a little bit stronger. So I always stick with the medium. So when these come out in larger size, I will be getting more of this scent. All right. What else? The rest of these, you guys, they're going to be spring-ish scents, but none of these other ones are new. I haven't gotten through any of my other new ones yet. I have a random lavender vanilla tester candle that I got at SAS. I actually went to go exchange out a large candle from Bath & Body Works that I did not care for, the Midnight Orchid, and I actually wanted to get another one of these. But the cashier at this location, they were busy and I think she was going quick. She just straight up refunded my money on the candle. So I go, okay, I'll take that. And then this happened to be sitting right at the cash wrap with all their little tester candles. And lavender vanilla was the scent I was going to get anyways. So I wound up just getting this for $3 and got my $12.50 back. So kind of a win-win. But lavender vanilla is one of my favorite fragrances from Bath & Body Works. I love a good lavender vanilla scent. And I'll obviously be getting more this season. Speaking of lavender vanilla, I'm already using my lavender vanilla wallflowers. These actually were not an online order. They had a 2-pack available in the SAS bin at Bath & Body Works. They usually don't have 2-packs in store, but I usually will get them online when they go on sale because it's cheaper to do the 2-packs when they're on promotion. But they did happen to have lavender vanilla wallflower 2-packs at SAS. I think these were like $3.75 maybe $4.75 if I'm not mistaken. I really like this scent. This particular wallflower seems to be a little bit stronger. The odor eliminating ones, to me, seem to be a little bit stronger than the regular White Barn lavender vanillas. Let's see, what else do I have here? This isn't really a spring fragrance, but I used it as a after holiday scent. Party Dress. This was a New Year's collection one, but it's a very perfumey floral scent. If you guys couldn't tell, I love lavender type scents, really beautiful lavender vanilla scents, but I also have a soft spot for any perfume type fragrance. I don't know if Party Dress is going to come out in the spring lineup. I don't think it will. It usually is only like a New Year's type thing, but this one had a beautiful burn, darling packaging. And I think I have a full-on review up of Party Dress. This is a bergamot, lilies, and tonka bean. Really pretty fragrance. If it comes out in the spring, I would get it again, but I don't think it will. I have a couple other little spring-esque or transitionary fragrances here. So in my wallflowers right now, I'm using the lavender vanillas, but I'm also popping in my bedroom and my half bath, the sensual amber, just because it's a pretty kind of perfume type scent to blend with any of the other, perfumey floral scents I have going on. I also picked up a Sweet Nothings wall plug from Yankee. I have one Yankee candle wall plug. All my other ones are Bath & Body Works, so I always have to get at least like 1 or 2 Yankee wall plugs. So when I do my little switch over, I have one for my Yankee. Sweet Nothings is a really pretty scent. I actually have it in my entryway, so when you're walking in, you just get this really cozy, comfy, cozy, perfumey type fragrance. And I got 2 more little spring things here, and then we're gonna jump already. Yeah, the rest of this is holiday. So this is a leftover from last Yankee Candle semi-annual sale. I posted on Instagram about this floral candy from Yankee Candle. I've heard, I thought it was coming back this spring, but then someone commented on Instagram that it's not coming back. Had I known when these were on sale last semi-annual sale that it wasn't going to come back, I would have gotten more. Sad to say, I have since used up all of the wax melts of Floral Candy. It's just a really pretty, smooth, sweet. It's sweet, but it's smooth too, like a confectionery, sweetsy, floral fragrance. It's so pretty. I would absolutely buy it again in candle form. They don't have them right now at Yankee's semi-annual sale, the current one. Maybe in the summer one they will, but I love this scent. I hope they bring it back at some point in time. And then I found a bunch of lavender vanilla votive candles at Yankee Candle, which is odd because they usually don't carry the lavender vanilla candle in store. They have lemon lavender, but not lavender vanilla, which I find kind of odd that they don't have a regular lavender scent. But they did have the lavender vanilla votives. They were on sale for 45 cents a piece. So I wound up just grabbing a bunch of them. And what I do is I actually pull the wicks out of them, chunk them up, keep them in a Ziploc bag, and then pop them in my warmers and melt them down that way. You actually get more product out of the votives than you do out of the tarts. The votives are 1.75 ounces. I do not have a tart wrapper in front of me, but I know they're smaller. So that's just a little trick for you guys. If there's a scent in a votive that you like and they don't have it in a tart, just chunk up the votive and melt it down. It's the same type of wax. So you guys, I think we are nearing the end of our spring preview / spring scents. We're gonna jump into holiday scents. If you guys are interested in holiday, these are all this past season's holiday. If not, I will see you guys in the next video. But if you are interested in holiday, stick around and we're gonna jump right into that. All right, you guys, I think I've waited long enough to do my holiday empties. So those of you who are interested, a lot of these products, I like to do a follow-up for you guys because I know next holiday season, a lot of these scents are coming back. So I'll move through these as quickly as I can while still giving you a little bit of feedback on my thoughts on these. Because a lot of these products I don't have full-on reviews on unless they're candles. So let's just get into it, shall we? So I have a couple of wallflower plugs. I have one from Yankee and one from Bath & Body Works. I have Bath & Body Works Balsam Cedar, and then I have Yankee Candles Balsam Cedar and Bath & Body Works Fresh Balsam. I love both of these scents. I actually do prefer Yankee's version a little bit better. The fragrance itself, I'd say in the plug form, I find that Bath & Body Works Fresh Balsam is a little bit stronger off the bat. And then as we all know, they kind of dissipate, after that week and a half, 2 week mark. With the Yankee versions, and I've said this before, but I'll say it again, the Yankee wall plugs, for whatever reason, they aren't super strong and in your face off the bat, but they have just a consistent, almost backdrop type fragrance. And the balsam cedar is really, really pretty. I actually had this in my entryway throughout the holiday season, and you would just get these really nice wafts of that beautiful, almost rustic balsam type fragrance. I find that Yankee's version's a little more authentic and a little less in your face than Bath & Body Works version. So I'll definitely be using these again, of course, next holiday season. I do also have a pack of Champagne Toast Wallflowers, one of my favorite transitional scents for right after Christmas. I switch over to bright, fruity, and bubbly just for a couple weeks or so till I start doing spring. I have a couple Champagne Toasts that are almost out in some of my warmers. For whatever reason, these ones aren't as strong as they used to be. Again, they're strong for like a week, if that, and then they really dissipate. So I actually wind up putting these, I have one in my laundry room and I have the other one actually in my linen closet, my walk-in closet, because it's closed and sometimes they can get musky or just stale, air, not much circulation. So I pop a wallflower actually in my walk-in closet, and for whatever reason the Champagne Toast is noticeable in there. Maybe because it's closed up, but I don't know if next season I am gonna do the Champagne Toast ones, just because I I couldn't smell them as well as I have in seasons past. So anyhow, if you guys use champagne toast wallflowers this season, comment down below. Let me know if yours were throwing for you or not. Now I'm just looking to see, okay, I got a couple more wallflowers in here. Of course, twisted peppermint. I used this the majority of the holiday season. Once it was past Thanksgiving, I just started doing all peppermint and pine fragrances. You guys know what twisted peppermint's about. I don't have to go on about that one, but I really liked evergreen. I think this was my first season using evergreen wallflowers. I know I burned the candle in the past, but evergreen kind of surprised me. I was expecting just like a balsamy pine type scent, but this almost had a little bit of like candied orange undertones. And this one was so noticeable. I had it in my kitchen. So when you walked into the house and kind of made your way down the hall, you started smelling this evergreen orangey type fragrance. Really pretty. I was really surprised with this one. The notes are fir needles, cedarwood, and sweet sap. So they don't even have like orange in the notes. Maybe it's that sweet sap type fragrance, but I really liked evergreen. So I'll be getting this one again next holiday season. Now, before I dive into, I guess we'll do these first and then I'll go into the oddball ones I wanted to talk about. I got a couple twisted peppermint soaps. I didn't save all my empties. I had probably like 5 or 6 of these through the season. But of course, every season, gotta do twisted peppermint soap. It's kind of like a non-negotiable. We're just gonna do it. Okay, the rest of these are gonna be candles and wax melts, but some of you guys ask me about body care and I always forget to save them and I wind up pitching them. So I do have a winter candy apple creamy body wash. I only use this scent in body wash. I get like one during holiday time and it's like one and done. That's enough for me. I love this scent. It's very nostalgic. It's super artificial and super candied, but I do like the creamy body wash, especially in the winter months. So I'll be probably getting another one of those next season. I also wound up saving, this was new this winter, Midnight Peony. It's like a heavy perfumey floral. Okay, you guys, I probably had to cut that. My light like tipped over. So if there's a weird cut in the video, that's why. What I was showing you guys is Midnight Peony. This was new this winter season. And it's a really, what are the notes? You would think it would be almost like a perfumey floral, which it is. And I really usually like these scents. It's just, there's something off-putting. I don't care for this one that much. It's okay. I used it, but I can't see myself getting this like in a full-size form, or if they ever came out with like candles or wallflowers. This just isn't doing it for me. So I did save that because I wanted to mention that. Now, before we get into my other candles and wax melts, we have a few more here. I gotta mention this because I don't know when I'll even get around to talking about this again. The Goose Creek 3-wick candles. So I have Champagne Bubbles and then I have Tree Farm from Goose Creek. They recently, and maybe it's been about a year ago or so now, they started coming out with 3-wick candles. Goose Creek I use quite a bit. I use their wax melts, actually probably more than anything else. If I'm being honest, I've probably only burned 8 Goose Creek candles ever in my life. I've burned 2 of their standard large 2-wicks, and all the other ones I've ever burned were their smooth wax 3-wicks. I really hadn't had too many issues with them, but I just have to mention this and put this out there for you guys. The Champagne Bubbles, this one was pretty, but it was just a little bit lighter, and it almost had this, it just didn't smell like what I guess, well, burning champagne fruity bubble scent would be. It almost had like an underlying perfume note when it started burning, which for me is great, totally great. I love those types of scents, but it just didn't come across as what I guess I felt the fragrance should have smelled like. Another one that actually really surprised me, and I was kind of, I don't know, it was just odd, was Tree Farm. So I got this maybe right after Thanksgiving or so. I ordered it. I was torn between this one, which is Tree Farm, and they also had Classic Christmas Tree. I wound up getting Classic Christmas Tree in just the wax melts because I love a good, authentic Christmas tree scent. I loved Classic Christmas Tree, really nice, just standard pine scent. And I thought for whatever reason, Tree Farm, I would like it better, going off of the scent notes online. When I opened it up and smelled it, I really wish I would have just gotten Classic Christmas Tree in 3-wick form than Tree Farm. You guys, this is like, I like perfumey, sweet scents. There's something so off-putting now that I've burned this. I have a review up of this one, but there's something so off-putting about this one. I'm kind of frustrated that I even have it. I probably am not gonna burn it. I actually will probably wind up throwing it out. And I know that sounds awful, and I'm not dogging on Goose Creek, but it just was not what I wanted or what I was even expecting the scent to smell like. I can't even really quite blend this with any of my other perfume fragrances. This to me is like a bubbly, sweet cocktail type scent. It does not smell like pine tree or anything remotely close to a Christmas tree type scent. I do have a full-on review up of this one, and in the review I had mentioned I'll probably burn it with like my perfumey type scents, but there's just a tad bit of like a pine type scent in there to where you can't use it with any other scents. So I just wanted to mention that as we go into the spring season, depending on what scents Goose Creek comes out with, I think I'm gonna stop doing the 3 wicks and I'm just gonna stick with the wax melts in probably their 2-wick large jars. I've just had some really good, hits with some of the 3-wick Goose Creeks, but now I'm also having some misses. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there because these were in my empties box because I'm not gonna be keeping them. And I know I can return them. Goose Creek, I actually have emailed them in the past about inquiring about a return, and they were totally cool about it. But I just wanted to put that info out there for you guys. If you're kind of on the fence of getting 3-wick candles from Goose Creek, you can absolutely return them. I don't even have the receipt anymore, and it's just a little more hassle than it's worth. So anyhow, enough on that. Now we're gonna dive into wax and we're gonna dive into candles, okay? Let's start off with wax melts. And even though I was just dogging on Goose Creek for that Tree Farm candle, I love their wax melts, The price point's always right. They have a huge variety of scents. I'm really excited to see what fragrances they have coming out this spring. And a lot of these, I know some of you had said you were kind of disappointed with some of the scents that they came out with this Christmas season. I did 2 huge rounds of Christmas type orders for Goose Creek. My first order was a lot of peppermint type scents and a lot of pine type scents. I loved most all of those. My second order, I kind of picked some random scents and I just wasn't happy with them just because they were not the scents I liked. But I overall really enjoyed a lot of the scents I used this holiday season from Goose Creek. So Candy Cane Kiss, I liked it so much. I actually got 2 of them. I think I may have one more full one already tucked away with my wax melts. I have reviews up of almost all of these, you guys. So if you're interested to hear in depth, I have those up. So that's Candy Cane Kiss. They also had a Peppermint Whip. This one was a little bit lighter. Really pretty scent, but this is better for a smaller room. I still have a few pieces left. I will save this one for next season. The Marshmallow Fudge was really good. Sometimes chocolate scents can be artificial, but this actually came through as a very realistic, just marshmallowy fudge type fragrance. I really liked this one. And this one I loved. I loved this one. I wish I would have gotten this one in the 3-wick form instead of Tree Farm. Classic Christmas Tree. It's just, you can smell just the branches and like the bark and everything. It's so pretty. I will wind up probably getting Classic Christmas Tree in a 2-wick large form next holiday season. This was probably one of my favorite Christmas tree type scents from Goose Creek. Another big hit this season, which I wish I would have gotten a larger version of, but you know, you only have so much time to burn down on candles. Christmas Magic. Sean at Hearth and Soul, he was talking about this one. I think he did a review on it in the beginning of the holiday season. Just a beautiful peppermint fragrance, but not like a full-on candy cane peppermint. Beautiful blended peppermint scent. So if you're a peppermint fan, if they have Christmas Magic next year, check that one out for sure. We got a few more candles here, and then that will be about it. Okay, you guys saw me do a review on this one earlier this season, Sonoma. This is the Marshmallow Candy Cane. And I had another Sonoma I reviewed way earlier in the season. That one was awesome. Awesome throw, no issues. But this one, the Marshmallow Candy Cane, the first couple burns, great, no issues. Near the end of actually halfway through the candle, it just started smelling hot and icky, and I may have gotten a bad batch. I actually let it liquefy about this much, and I dumped out the wax just to try to get the ickiness off, and maybe try to save some of the fragrance at the bottom. So I went to go relight it, and it still was kind of just doing the same thing. So this one, I wound up just dumping it, and I just, you know, wasn't going to use it anymore. This one, for whatever reason, Marshmallow Candy Cane didn't care for. But there was another peppermint version earlier in this season. I think it was mocha peppermint, if I'm not mistaken. That one was really good. And what else we got? I have some Yankees right here. Evergreen Mist. Everybody loved this one this season, and I did too. I used it in the wall plugs, the melt cups, and of course, candle form. Look how clean that burned. I mean, if you do, I will give it to Yankee. Nice clean burn. I mean, that jar, and I didn't clean these. I didn't wipe these down or anything like that before I film, compared to, say, like the Sonoma, which I know different wax as well, but I will give it to Yankee on that. Evergreen Mist, if this comes back next season, I will absolutely buy that again. And of course, I had to just have a little baby jar of balsam and cedar. I actually will put it in my hurricanes just to have that light going, and I snagged a balsam cedar. I've always enjoyed this scent. I got another Evergreen Mist. This was from way a long time ago when I did winter preview, like I think in October or something like that, maybe November these came out. That was the 2-wick Evergreen Mist. Didn't throw at all, but I wound up keeping it just because I loved the scent so much, but I would prefer the paraffin wax version. And then this one I was very impressed with. Jack Frost. Look at the clean burn on that. I love that. Little bit of soot on the top, but I do appreciate that they burn so clean. First time burning Jack Frost this season. This one was nice. Of course, it was not as strong as I would have liked. A lot of them aren't, but I could smell this one. I could definitely notice the wafts, and it was just a really beautiful peppermint blend. I'd say Jack Frost, and then also Christmas, is it Wish or Magic? Christmas Magic from Goose Creek. Probably my 2 favorite peppermint type scents this season. And we have one more candle, you guys, one more Christmas one. This was my favorite fragrance, kind of pine tree, Christmas tree type scent, one of this season. I loved Evergreen Mist, and I loved Classic Christmas Tree from Goose Creek. But Scentworks Oh Christmas Tree, I did not want this candle to end. Like, I loved this one. I actually had about maybe 5 to 10 hours of burn time left on this. And I saved it specifically for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day to burn, because that's the fragrance I wanted, because to burn, you know, when we had company over and everything, because I loved it so much. It was a really pretty scent. I do have a full-on review up of Oh Christmas Tree. If they brought this one back again next season, I would absolutely buy it again. I really enjoyed it. Very unique holiday scent. So anyhow, you guys, we got through a lot of candles, a lot of wax, and a lot of wallflowers. So You guys, that's it for me today. I know this was a very long video, but it was kind of in 2 parts. So thank you for sticking with me. If you guys have burned any of these scents, comment down below. Let me know what some of your favorites are for this spring season, or let me know what some of your favorites are from this past holiday season. Before I sign off, I do want to let you guys know I'm on Instagram, so come find me at life, L-I-F-E _ with WITH _ letter L. I use my Instagram to post a lot of upcoming videos, purchases, coffee, wax melts, things like that. If you're on there, come find me. You guys, that is it for me today. As always, I hope you're having an awesome day, an awesome evening, an awesome weekend, whatever time it is you're watching this video. And until next time, we'll see you later. Bye.